Hello Virgo and welcome to my channel. This is going to be your June 2023 reading for Sun, Moon and Rising. We will jump straight in there after about 20 seconds of the sound bowl just to tune into the space. So if you'd like to take a nice breath in and exhale. Okay Virgo, let us see what June has in store for you. We are going to do a theme for the month of June using the Good Tarot deck and one major arcana. Virgo. Oh, one card please, Spirit. Oh, fell on the floor, hang on. Fortune's Wheel. There we go. The wheel of fortune is turning in your favor. It is number 10, which marks the end of a cycle as well. So whatever you are getting this month of good fortune is as a result of you completing a chapter in your life, reaching the end result. Tens talk about natural endings and new beginnings all in one. It's completion. All right? Okay, we're going to be getting 3 piles. First pile will be your current energy or motivations through the month of June. Middle pile will be anything that's unseen, and the final pile will be the outcome. And I will be cutting the deck and clarifying with the mini Rider-Waite. Okay, let's see. I'm going to lay the cards first and then I'll talk afterwards, alright? Let's just see what's going on for you. Yes. Okay, so you start the month off, it's good. I mean, you are in quite a good space as you start the month off with the Queen of Cups there. She's waiting patiently for her, king to come on in, but she is just holding one cup, which represents her heart. Okay, I feel like you're in that space at the moment. You've been patient, you've been content, you've sort of sorted out your heart within, and it's almost like you're waiting in that waiting period. Then we have the Page of Pentacles, which tells me that you're on the right path and there's going to be good fortune. We know that already with the Fortune's Wheel, but we have luck on your side, finding a lucky coin, something that's going to perhaps help you along your journey, along your path, but synchronicities and signs are going to be coming in, and it seems like there could be money improvements as well at the end of the month. Then we've got the Knight of Wands. Okay, so you are feeling fired up and ready to go. So even though you've been patiently waiting, now that we get some good news that's coming on in, some luck that comes on in, it infuses you with a fire in your belly and you're ready to get going. All right, now let's clarify and see how that is turning up for you in your life. It's like having been in a place of contentment and like sort of internal peace to a degree. It's like you've basically been waiting for the universe to meet you halfway. Well, it's meeting you. And it feels like it's helping you in your, not only in your financial situation, but also in the thing that you go out and do in the world. So that could be your career, your job, any projects that you have, that sort of thing. But let us see how this is panning out for you. Kind of the Queen of Cups, we have the Two of Wands, the Five of Swords, and the Sun. Page of Pentacles, you have the King of Swords, Knight of Pentacles, and the Eight of Swords. And then the Knight of Wands, we have the Moon, the Two of Swords, and the Four of Swords. Okay, so this peaceful space that you've been in, it's basically been as a result of you didn't know which way to go. Okay, we've got the Two of Wands here, Five of Swords, and the Sun card. You weren't quite sure which direction to go in. all right, because you'd felt that you'd reached a certain point in your life, and now it's like you're looking over into the horizon kind of going, I want more from life, I want something different, I'm ready to make a change and go deeper, explore further into my sense of myself, but also in what I want out of life. I feel like those are the kind of questions that you're really looking at. With the Five of Swords, is talking about kind of going, I don't want to do a cutting situation. I don't want to do something where I might have done in the past, of handling situations that are just trying to reach the finish line without actually going through the whole journey. And so that is a thing that's coming to light. So it feels to me that you've allowed yourself some time, some peace and tranquility, and connected with your heart. And you're getting the illumination that comes on in about how it is that you want to feel more a sense of abundance, more a sense of point to everything. You know, what is my purpose? What is my point? What is the point of all of it? And those are the things that are coming to light when you sit within your sense of self and connect with your heart space. Okay, it's really beautiful energy. Now with the Page of Pentacles, we've got the King of Swords, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Eight of Swords. Okay, so I feel like for some of you, you've felt, you might have felt a little bit stuck, but we've got some good news coming in, and it's coming through the message of the King of Swords. Now the King of Swords is someone who is basically got your back, but in a professional setting. Okay, it feels like there's something that has been worked on for quite a long time, and they've kept their head down and they've been working on something for a long time on your behalf, and you've just been having to kind of plod along until you get the results. Okay, I see the results are really, really prosperous, but it feels to me again like you're a bit worried because it feels like the journey is so long. So it's almost a sense of, even though signs and synchronicities are falling into place, it's like you're wanting to look, it's like you're looking at your life and you are wanting to take that next step, going deeper and not sort of just racing to the finish line, but it may feel that you are not making any waves yet, you're not making any moves, things are still very kind of slow. But I promise you that the slowness is really serving you at this time, okay? Because you're on the right path. And it may feel that you're a little bit stuck because your mind is kind of going, no, I need to race forward, I need to race ahead, I need to be productive, right? I need to make stuff happen. That could become, that's just the ego trying to kind of remind you of how things used to be. It's like old habits that are trying to crop back in, but ultimately know for sure that even though the journey is long, you're going to enjoy the ride, and it is laced with good fortune, signs and synchronicity, so that you can really stop and smell the flowers. All right, now it feels as well like you're trying to, I do feel like you're going to get this good news that's going to help you with regards to work, but again it's like it may be causing a bit of discomfort within your mental body, because part of you emotionally you're not quite sure whether to apply yourself with so much force or whether to do as you have been doing more recently, of kind of slowing things down and allowing like the universe to arrive to you. Because the Queen of Cups, okay, the reason why I'm saying all of this, the Queen of Cups, divine feminine receives, okay, just like the womb receives. Now we all have the divine feminine and divine masculine within us. The divine masculine goes out and challenges the world, makes stuff happen, which is what that Knight of Wands does, right? But you've been in this receptive mode, and because you've been in this receptive mode, you're starting to see the world a little bit different. Okay, you're starting to see how things can come to you rather than you going out and forcing it on life. Okay, so this is a bit of like an internal spiritual idea or issue that you're wising up to over the month of, as you start the month off in June. So there may be a good opportunity that's coming on in with regards to work, but now you feel a little bit undecided. Well, where do I place my energies? Do I really push myself out like I used to do, or do I allow things to come towards me? Also, because you're not quite sure what it's going to bring with the moon card. You're not quite sure whether this is the right way to go. But ultimately, I feel the start of the month is you really changing your approach to how you deal with work matters, love matters, any matters in the world, where you less kind of happening to life and allow. It's like, because we want us to happen to life rather than life happen to us. But it depends on your perspective. You could be kind of going, well, I want to be more in a receiving mode rather than a giving mode. Okay, so you're testing out this new approach within yourself, but it's still harboring a little bit of internal conflict of like, well, I don't know what that's going to bring me if I do things a different way. Okay, and that's where you might be feeling a little bit stuck, but ultimately what's happening is you're healing from it with that Four of Swords. Okay, so there is time for healing. It does, and you may, again, yeah, it may be that you are sort of seeing things as, if I go out and do stuff, and I'm not saying that you're sitting on the couch all day waiting for stuff to happen to you. That's not the picture I'm playing. I'm saying to do something in an equal trade. So any work that you're doing, any efforts that you're making, it is fair, it's balanced. It's not overdoing it. It's not people pleasing. It's not kind of, you're doing the opposite of that. You're like, I'm doing what needs to be done, okay, and I'm going to allow some time for me to sit in with my heart. And I'm not going to worry too much about what people are thinking, because it's important I know what I'm thinking. It's that approach, right? But it feels like this is, even if you've looked at these sort of issues before in the past, this is taking the next step, okay? So when you do have some good news that comes in, that really, it's almost like the universe testing you, kind of going, have you learned your lesson? Because part of you may feel, well, if I get this opportunity, or if I get fired up and excited about things, that will be a very healing experience, because I feel like I've been sort of in this lull for a moment. It feels like it's like a little lesson from Spirit or the universe saying, well, have you really learned it, Virgo? Are you able to, despite what is going on in your environment, manage to take time for yourself and harbor your own sense of spirit? Because Knight of Wands, Knights talk about your approaches to things. Wands talk about spirit, talks about your fire and how you are harnessing that. Okay, so the way I see you ultimately harnessing that is in the mental body, understanding that your mind is now in alignment with your sense of spirit. So that the mind is not getting carried away with ideas from the past, and is allowing yourself to sort of switch off and connect back to the heart, which is back to your sense of spirit as well. Okay, so what you don't see coming for the month of June is that something is definitely coming to an end. You're in this sort of in-between phase of kind of like allowing things to come to you, but now you're taking it a different level with the Hanged Man. You are purposely stopping, purposely slowing down, so that you can gain enlightenment, so that you can see things from different perspectives. And in so doing, we've got this real kind of, I'm going to slow down, and all of a sudden you get topped up by spirit. And then you're like, okay, well, I've got all this energy, and then I'm no. I'm going to slow down, and then you get topped up by spirit. And it feels like you are learning those kind of lessons. Maybe it's meditation that you're applying this month of June, whatever the case may be. But what you don't see coming is you take it to new depths, new levels, higher levels, okay? Because the Hanged Man reaches enlightenment when he sort of slows down and just kind of hovers between all perspectives. And then you get the Queen of Wands, right? The Queen of Wands is really fueling up that sense of spirit again. So you really are recognizing what it is you need to do within yourself to keep you topped up and fueled. Okay. Then we've got the Ten of Wands, knowing that it feels like you're on the brink of a cycle. Now we do have Fortune's Wheel, which is at number 10, so I know it's the end of a cycle. So perhaps you're at the end of a road of a particular job that you've been working at. or perhaps you're at the end of the road in terms of how you apply yourself physically. It's a 10 of Wands. We're talking about that wands, that sense of spirit, the things that you go out in the world to do. Something that you're almost at the end of it. You can see it, and it's like, but again, yeah, he's having a little snooze, okay? He's having a little chill by the tree over there to gather some mojo to take that final little bridge and walk across the road, okay, across the bridge to the other side. So again, it's just like you you really are working with those energies this month of how much should I put out and how much should I retain for myself. And just when I feel pushed to do something, or my old habits would tell me to go the extra mile, now I'm saying no, I need to make sure that I take time in for myself before I move forward. But let's see how that is playing out for you in your life, okay? Because you obviously are trying to look at something from a very deepest perspective, and it feels like it's regarding your sense of spirit, but spirit is one's energy, and one's energy is the things that you do in the world, you know, your business, your work, your hobbies, your the energy that you put into things. Okay, we have 8 of Wands, death, the world. You see, you have reached the end of a cycle. The Queen of Wands, we have 6 of Wands, 5 of Cups, and 5 of Swords. 5 of Wands. And then we have, under the 10 of Wands, we have the 9 here. 9 of Wands, 7 of Wands, and the King of Wands. Okay, some of you are reaching the end of the road with a partnership, actually. We'll see. Okay, so under the Hanged Man, you've now, having stopped and slowed down, all of a sudden things are now happening fast and furious, just like I said. The minute you sort of allow yourself to slow down and take it in and connect with the heart, that's when things around you start almost nudging you to come a little bit closer. And then you're like, oh, okay, but no, I need to make sure that I balance these energies. We've got great success, which is coming into your life as relates to work. So anything that you've been working on is now becoming extremely victorious for you, okay? And what that does is it transforms you to, it's like it's a graduation of sorts, okay? It graduates you to the next level. It's like a quantum leap forward. So where you felt that perhaps you had a lot more to complete to end this chapter, it's happening much faster than you realize. And even though you feel pulled in the direction of being caught up in the frenzy of that action, still you're kind of going, okay, let me gather myself within this. I want to make sure that I treat this in a balanced way, okay? Now the Queen of Wands, this end of a cycle, it feels like it is connected to your work, because we've got that Queen of Wands over there. Look how bold and ballsy she is, okay? She's ready to make anything happen. She's got her fire in her. And she's got a black cat in the background, which again talks about luck. So we've got 2 luck cards here, and Fortune's Wheel, which is an even stronger 3rd lucky card. Under that, that is clarified by the 6 of Wands, the 5 of Cups, and the 5 of Wands. Okay, so now that you're ready to depart, now that you are being recognized for all your efforts in the workplace or in some sort of project that suddenly took a quantum leap forward and jumped to the finish line quicker than you thought, people are noticing you, people are really giving you a lot of praise at this time. But it's weird. I'm sensing a little bit of a jealousy in the workplace or in the people around you about how kind of easy it was for you. They don't realize that actually you have been implementing these new steps of going within and connecting to your heart and not overdoing the things that you physically do or getting too caught up in the mental body, but kind of going back and wait a minute, I'm going to connect back to my heart. I'm going to slow down, connect with this, and then when that happens, things happen, right? But I feel like people not seeing all that work that you put in. Okay, they're seeing the end results because all of a sudden things are happening much faster for you because you're embracing these attitudes and these approaches to things. So within that, it's almost like there's an element of regret that has happened too quickly, that now you have to move on, right? Because the end of a chapter. But at this, it could cause internal conflict with regards to that. But what you don't see is behind you there's 2 cups that are full, and that's just like the old is done. The old new is gone now. So now it's time to embrace and welcome the new. Okay, and even though you're feeling a bit fired up in that energy, because you are in the energy of the Queen of Wands, which is actually making stuff happen, but it's like you're not doing in a stereotypical kind of Piscean age energy whereby you're like doing things with force. No, you are actually holding your sense of spirit in your hand like the Queen of Wands does. Okay, and you are maneuvering it, you are molding it into where you want to place it, where you want to put it. Okay, so you are really harnessing your sense of spirit, but in a very loving way. Okay, and people don't see that. People don't see the work that goes into that. Okay, now you're reaching the end of a road, and you are tired, maybe feeling a little bit kind of defensive. And then we've got this King of Wands energy. So I feel like you're now at the step where you really, really want to create something else for yourself with regards to work. But you may feel a little bit tired to do so. So for some of you, you may be coming to the end of the road of a particular job that you've been involved in. And maybe you've given in your resignation because you took some time within and recognized maybe this is not for me, blah, blah, blah. Okay. And now that you're ready to take that step, you want to embrace the King of Wands, which is that entrepreneurial spirit. Create something new, become a leader in something. Okay, this could be with another position, or it could be that you're just going solo and freelancing. Even if you are a student or retired, it is that thing of like, no, I'm going to take the lead in something because now I've picked up on something here and I want to share it with the world. I mean, Virgos, that's what you do. You love to share and help and give and nurture others. So you're wanting to do it, but I do feel like you're needing a little bit of time to just firstly not only finish things off, but also just not jump. It's like things end for you very quickly, but to embrace the beginning, it's important that you allow yourself to go back within, settle on it, and not find yourself overburdened because now that something's come to an end, now you have to race forward. No, you can still harness your fire, right? You harness it the way you make it work for you, right? You're becoming a master of it, a master of your sense of spirit. It's just a very spiritual reading, this. Okay, it's just playing out for you in your Wands energy. Okay, now the outcome of the month is beautiful because now you're seeing the fruits of your labor. So even though you finish off one cycle, and for some of you it could be a relationship or a job, right? Or let's say a contractual agreement or collaboration with people, that comes to the end, and maybe you don't see that coming just yet right now, but that's happening for you in June. At the end of the month, now you've made space for that new beginning, the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so this could talk about a new job, a new position, but this is something that you can nurture and garden. Okay, so for some of you, because we've got a garden over here with the Nine of Pentacles, we've got this lovely self-sufficient card and the vision to see for the future, going independent. This is my independent and solo card. Okay, but typically on the Rider-Waite deck, she's holding a falcon in the hand, and the falcon represents foresight. Okay, vision for the future, which is what that Wands energy was, that you want to become a leader within your own right. You want to become your own leader, your own boss. Okay, now even if it's in a relationship, that if a relationship is coming to an end, it could be that, well, I don't want anyone to boss me around. I need to be, it's like you really are mastering your spirit here. And then we've got some good news coming in with regards to the Page of Swords. Okay, so this is communication that's coming on in. So the outcome of the month, you really are seeing the fortune's wheel totally turn for you in your favor. Let us clarify. So if you saw that, Fortune's wheel jumped up again. So we'll take that. Thank you very much. Just put that over there. But we're going to cut the deck. So why has Fortune's wheel come in? Because you've done the internal spiritual work. Ace of Pentacles, we got the Knight of Cups. Ooh, Ace of Cups. Page of Swords, twice. Nine of Pentacles, we have the Eight of Cups. The Magician, yeah. And the Knight of Wands. And the Page of Swords, we have the Hierophant, yes. Ace of Swords, yes. Ten of Pentacles. Okay. Virgo, this is beautiful, 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 beautiful energy. This Ace of Pentacles is an offer, an opportunity. It is excellent. It's going to make your heart sing, okay? It's going to enable you to follow your dreams more. Okay, what is your heart telling you to do? You are able, with the Knight of Cups, now for some of you, it could be a knight in shining armor coming on in and offering you a cup of love, you know, and also through communications and stuff like that with the Page of Swords. If you are looking for love, right? But I'm really feeling that this is something that can stand the test of time. This has got absolute growth. We've got two aces coming on in. It is very fruitful. But I do feel you definitely have that coming on in. So it feels like an opportunity of something like, oh wow, this is like, oh, this would be my dream. Like, wow, this is what I really want. Or if you're looking for love, wow, this is it. I really like that energy. But as it relates to your finances and your sense of your own personal purpose in life, we've got this Eight of Cups, this Magician, and this Knight of Wands, okay? So when I was saying before about going solo and being independent and being financially self-sufficient, you are 100% able to do so. It's going to require you to walk away from something else, okay, in order to walk towards your Nine of Cups, because we've got the Eight of Cups here, but now you've got the Magician serving you too. So you are able to alchemize and master what it is, how you want to show up in the world with that Knight of Wands, okay, how you want to breathe life and energy and passion into your vision. And your vision is something that can be self-sustainable, okay, financially adequate, something you can nurture and grow, and something where you are leading it, okay? You have all the resources available to you with that Magician card. Then, if that wasn't good enough, then you have the Page of Swords. So you have beautiful news that comes on in. And this beautiful news is the green light from the Hierophant, with the Hierophant, the Ace of Swords, and the Ten of Pentacles. So if you're wanting to start a new project, this is telling me that you are going to get the green light from some sort of funding agency, some sort of organization, okay, some sort of legal promise. And not only are you going to get the funding for it, but you're going to get a strong foothold in there. So the Hierophant, of course, is a highly spiritual card too, and you're going through quite a spiritual journey. Excuse me. But the Hierophant with the Ace of Swords and the Page of Swords is telling me that you're having a victory, a beautiful victory worth celebrating by the end of the month, or something new that comes on in that enables you to follow this dream that you had. Okay, so for some of you, if you're looking to buy a house, okay, and even though you had your heart set on it and it felt a bit tiring to deal with the current situation, if you're applying for a mortgage or something, this is showing me absolutely yes, you've got victory on this side. You've got something that can be yours. All right, so it is really lovely, Virgo, really, really nice. And I love the fact that Fortune's wheels come on in, because you have earned it. You've earned it through the mastery of your sense of spirit and your heart. So what else do we have for Virgo? What does Virgo need to know for June, please, for their highest good? Thank you. The ever-unfolding rose, cracked open. It is happening for you, not to you. Okay? So even though it may feel a little... You see, this card doesn't turn up unless we feel sometimes the victim of our situation. Now, I'm not seeing so much of that energy here, but I feel And because of the little bit of conflict surrounding you, I think there are other people surrounding you. And this internal healing that needs to take place with regards to how you are managing your energy levels the month of June. This is really, it's in your favor that things have to happen in this order, okay? This is actually setting you up on that right path there, okay, on that journey, so that you can embrace your own sense of freedom, your own sense of independence, okay? So even though things may be a little bit tricky in terms of where you put your efforts, and particularly if you are coming to the end of a road in a relationship, yes, it could feel quite cutting, quite difficult. Even if you were finishing a job that you've been in for 20 odd years or something, again, it could feel quite difficult, and you could feel quite exhausted and bruised. This is leading you to your right path. This is absolutely leading you to your right path. And the beautiful thing about this reading is that you're going to see the results. You're going to start to see the beginnings, the bloomings, or the budding of the results by the end of the month. So it really is a beautiful reading, Virgo. Oh, maybe dealing with Libra. So I wish you all the best for the month. Stay strong. Stay reconnected with your heart space, and continue to master your sense of spirit and your energy levels, because it's paying off big time. Okay, so lots of love. Have a great month. I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye.